Tradition transforms, marks the ever-changing landscape of the artist's mind, fulfilling the Group of Seven's aim to create a uniquely Canadian identity. The artists, both emerging and professional, have not only examined the landscape, but reworked it, much like Carmichael did. The Canadian identity continues to be explored in new and dynamic ways. The process for this exhibition begins at least 6 months in advance with a call to artists. Over 240 submissions were received and cataloged by curatorial assistant Manpreet Payer. She then organized the viewing of these works for this year's jurors: Scott Sawtell, artist and instructor in the Faculty of Design and Visual Arts at Georgian College, and Renee Vander Avward, associate curator and registrar at the McLaren Arts Centre in Barrie. The Kevin J. Batchelor Emerging Artist Award will be given to an emerging artist working in either one of the two-dimensional mediums such as painting, drawing, or mixed media. And I'd now like to invite Kelly Batchelor and Jennifer Batchelor to speak on behalf of the family.
So I first and foremost would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for being here and to thank the Aurelia Museum of Art and History for helping us keep my father's memory alive. I can't remember a time when my father wasn't engaged in something creatively, and he would often say that you could tell a society's health by its commitment to the arts. So I want to take this opportunity to thank the artists for their creativity and their passion and their time for entering this competition, to the jurors, and to everybody in attendance. So thank you.
The recipient of the Kevin J. Batchelor Emerging Artist Award is Jessalyn Forsythe. The jurors felt, if you haven't seen the works right behind there, the jurors felt Jessalyn's work fit the spirit of the award. They felt Jessalyn demonstrated talent as a painter with a restrained palette and a mastery of delicate brush strokes. They enjoyed her unconventional subject matter and keen observational eye. The jurors, with their understanding of the definition of emerging artist as proposed by CARFAT, the Canadian Artist Representation, they reviewed artist statements and artworks of 11 artists. Jessalyn's work, Islands, explores transformation. She arranges simple objects in an intentional manner to create symbols such as shelter or an island. Congratulations, Jessalyn. We have a new award this year, named in honor of Paul Quarrington. And this was the Paul Quarrington the Quarrington Art Society Multidisciplinary Arts Award has been awarded to an artist incorporating at least 2 mediums into their submission. Again, in honor of Paul Quarrington, Paul was a novelist, playwright, screenwriter, filmmaker, musician, and educator. I'd like to invite Fred Addis to speak on behalf of the Quarrington Art Society. Come on up, Fred.
Thank you, Ninette, and congratulations to OMAH on this 16th annual exhibition. I'm very pleased to say a few words on behalf of the Quarrington Art Society in support of this award. Some of you may have known Paul. In addition to all the things that she said, he was also a Leacock Medal winner and a writer-in-residence here at the Aurelia Public Library for a time as well. He'd probably want me to, as a musician, Paul liked a lot of old saws, and perhaps I can pull one out tonight that I know he was very, very adamant about, and that is that in many of our communities, arts, culture, and heritage carries the can without satisfactory compensation. And by that, I mean that wherever our communities are engaged in economic development, in residential or commercial development, anything our communities want to do to go forward, what makes the difference, when all things are equal, whether it's taxes, land, prices, when all things are equal, it's quality of life that is the difference maker, and that quality of life is heavily rooted in our arts, our culture, and our heritage. So for politicians and anyone who benefits from arts, culture, and heritage in our community, I invite you to continue to support programs such as OMAH and such as these incredible exhibitions to make sure that these organizations that are such a fabulous foundation and underpinning in our communities continue to play the role that they play in the community. So that being said, It's my very great pleasure to present to, who am I presenting to? Fiona?
Fiona Legg.
Is Fiona here?
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
The jurors' comments about Fiona's work, the Copper Blues. The handmade dress was painted with pure copper and copper sulfate and decorated with copper tags and beads. The juror Renee felt her work illustrated her incredible technical skills as a sculptor, especially with the clever use of materials and layering to evoke the Earth's topography. Scott told me that both he and Renee thought it was badass in a good way, and I told Scott I was going to say badass. That somebody entered a dress into a landscape exhibition. Scott liked the idea of the metaphor of wearing the land. He felt that there was a lot of complex meanings within the work, as well as superior technical skills. Congratulations, Fiona. Thank you. And now the Jurors Prize, which receives a contribution from Lakehead University. On behalf of Lakehead University, I'd like to invite Dr. Linda Rodenberg to say a few words.
I'm really excited to be here tonight. I think this exhibition is my favorite exhibition of the year, and I really appreciate it because for me it really kind of unpacks how a location to a community and a place really can help you come alive in wherever you happen to be. I'm here bringing greetings from our new principal who has just moved to the community, Dr. Dean Jobin Bevins. He wishes he could be here tonight but couldn't be. I'm hoping Carmichael himself would have appreciated us being involved. I know it says he's anti-academic right up there on the wall in the description of the show. But I think he would be pleasantly surprised with how far the Academy has come in appreciating the various ways that people interact with their world. So that's my hope. And just on tonight's winner, I was looking at her work tonight with my 4-year-old daughter before I came, and she said, do check out tonight's winner of this award, because my 4-year-old daughter said, I just wish I could be her, Mom. I just wish I could be right there with her. And it really kind of shows that connection to place, I think. So thank you so much for supporting this art.
Thank you, Linda, for your comments. The Jurors Prize is awarded to the artist who best exemplifies the qualities that Franklin Carmichael found ideal. That is incorporating diversity in their work and remaining sophisticated in their depictions of the various landscapes in our geography. The recipient of this award should be embracing, challenging, or addressing existing approaches to Canadian landscapes. This year's Jurors Prize recipient is prOphecysun, with her video installation, Objects Wrapped in Dreams, Wrapped in Objects. It exhibits great strength and endurance and embraces chance in the choreography of her performance. There is intrigue in the dance between the body and a weather balloon. It evokes a dream state, the subconscious and spiritual relationships to the landscape and meteorology. prOphecysun's interdisciplinary performance practice threads together both conscious and unconscious. It creates exploratory works that evoke deep body memory and draw from the interior landscapes of dreams. Her recent work considers how the maternal body responds to the agency of things in the world. Scott wanted me to add in that another aspect of the video that he enjoyed was the subtle change in tone that the video supplied. In the beginning, there's a whimsical aspect to the relationship between the dancer and the weather balloon. This changes to alternate between graceful, and in the end, there's a lot of pathos in the performance. It reminds Scott of Lear raging against the sea and the complex mixtures of emotions conjured up, ultimately making him reflect on the relationships between humanity and nature. This, of course, made even more pertinent with recent hurricanes and earthquakes. prOphecysun is in Vancouver this evening and doing a performance piece tonight. We are videotaping this announcement to send to her. Thank you again to the jurors, the installation team of Mike Coughlin and Billy Don Chittenden, curatorial assistants Manpreet Kayer and Rebecca Miller, and all of our staff who contributed to their hard work in promotions, exhibition graphics, wall moving, and you name it, they've done it. And I appreciate them so much for all their hard work. A brilliant effort by all. With immense gratitude, thank you for attending this evening. Thank you for appreciating these depictions of landscapes. Thank you, and much.